Hello, friends. So we have been working a lot lately on paying attention to the author's craft and learning about how they use words to paint beautiful pictures or clear pictures in your mind. We've been pulling parts of the book out and talking about how that makes you see it more clearly, or specific parts that you were able to see so clear because the author described it beautifully. They describe the setting, they use sound words, use small actions, include dialogue, also known as talking. We notice how the author helps us to make vivid pictures in our mind and how the authors use precise words to understand your story better. Today, I want to teach you that when readers study an author's craft, they pay attention to the words that an author has used. Readers notice ways in which the author uses words to make even simple, ordinary things be extraordinary. And they wonder, what does the author really mean? So readers, the really important thing for you to notice is that an author can take a plain old regular thing and choose just the right words to make it sound extraordinary. Like Anne Cameron, the author of The Stories Julian Tells, could have written, "He laughed," but instead she wrote this. "When he laughs, the sun laughs in the window panes." Tell me something. Does the sun really laugh? Unmute yourself and tell me yes or no. Of course not. The sun doesn't laugh. But the author, she wanted us to know what it felt like when the father laughed. And so she compared his laughter to the bright sun. Here's another comparison she made. Listen. Where is this part? Well, maybe I'll just go for a different part. When he thinks, you can almost see his thoughts sitting on all the tables and chairs. Do you see how noticing what she says, that it makes it more colorful to say? What do you think she means when she says, when he thinks you can almost see his thoughts sitting on all the tables and chairs? I will pause and we will talk about that. Here's another part that's in the book, but it's not on this page. It says, "We felt like two leaves in a storm." Right now, picture a bunch of leaves in a storm. What happens to them? What's life like for a leaf in the storm? Right now, sitting where you are, will you pretend to be a leaf and pretend a great hurricane wind is blowing around you? Do you see how noticing the literary language the author uses makes us picture even more? We can't walk away from this story just picturing leaves shaking in a rainstorm. No, we have to imagine what the author wants us to see. Here she wants us to see the children shaking and trembling because there is a storm and their dad is mad. And going back to this part, when he thinks, you can almost see his thoughts sitting on all the tables and chairs. Understanding literary language means thinking about the ideas that we have and looking deeper. So today I'm going to read a little bit of this story. And when I say little bit, I mean a little bit. So just like 2 pages. And when we get to one part of it, that's going to be your assignment. I'm going to ask you, what do you think the author was trying to say by using extraordinary words to help paint the picture? So the title of this story is "The Pudding Like a Night on the Sea." So right there, I'm interested. What does that mean? The pudding like a night on the sea. "I'm going to make something special for your mother," my father said. My mother was out shopping. My father was in the kitchen, looking at the pots and pans and the jars of this and that. "What are you going to make?" I asked. "A pudding," he said. My father is a big man with wild black hair. When he laughs, the sun laughs in the window panes. When he thinks, you can almost see his thoughts sitting on all the tables and chairs. And when he is angry, me and my little brother, Huey, shiver to the bottom of our shoes. "What kind of pudding will you make?" Huey said. "A wonderful pudding," my father said. "It will taste like a whole raft of lemons. It will taste like a night on the sea." What do you think the author is trying to tell us when she uses this phrase? It will taste like a whole raft of lemons. It will taste like a night on the sea. Go to Seesaw right now, check in on that assignment, and make a recording or type to tell me what you think the author was trying to say when she said this. It will taste like a whole raft of lemons. It will taste like a night on the sea.